Hey, good evening, you guys. It might be afternoon. Some of y'all where you at on the East Coast, on the West Coast, in the Midwest, Mountain Time. I just want to say hello. I made sure my volume was up so that I can be bold. I want to be great. I want to be fearless when I talk to you guys, you CEOs, creators, entrepreneurs, high level operators. Basically, how you get over some of those fears when it comes to getting on YouTube. It's your man Chauncey, CEO 369 Consulting. You know, I want to come to you with another one. I always say mine are great. I love my videos. I watch them. I review them. I'm not much for editing because I just think YouTube say, hey, here's your platform. Be you, be real, be authentic, and allow yourself to grow. I'm just thinking about it starting back in November 11th, 2024. I'm going on by my third month. I have such an amazing group of men and women that I've gotten to know in this short 3 month time period, and I'm really loving it. I'm loving to be able to connect to challenges. I'm really great to be able to join communities that I'm a part of. I want to help you be able to understand, and especially as small YouTube content creators, it's just the essence of growth, man. It's just, oh, you know what? I feel so bad because I forgot my fiddle leaf. I told you guys next time I did my video, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to pause for a few minutes. I'm going up to go get banjo. I'm gonna show you guys how my wife like calling it a she, but every plant that goes into that looks like a male plant, I change its sex. So 1 second, I'll be right back. Hey, sorry about that. So I did grab banjo, but I'm gonna show him in a little bit. I just want to let you guys know that hey, I am really, really proud, especially of those of you who have been putting it in, whether you've been doing shorts, whether you've been coming on live, whether you've been doing long content, and just being just the authentic you. Best part about this process is, when I do what I do and I really enjoy it, I always say to myself, being both humble, practicing humility, as well as being bold. Boldness in what it is that you do, because there is only one you. And I believe the things that you share on YouTube is very important. And the reason is there's a lot that's going on in this world, and especially with humility, it allows us, those of us that are creators, entrepreneurs, high level operators, it allows us to stay grounded, especially when you're on YouTube. Reason why I say that, because oftentimes we're looking to put our best foot forward. We're looking to uh, also looking to learn. That's another way because we're connecting with people, we're learning from one another. That's the most fascinating part about this. And then as you build your community and you grow your audience, it begins to resonate with your audience. And it also helps you to build that relationship both, yeah, out on YouTube, but when you go out into the world, you have those dynamic reactions. You learn something from somebody, and you're like, oh, wow, someone did this. And you can probably start interjecting and sharing those experiences that you learned from someone else. And then it allows you to have that true sense of boldness in discussion, helping putting ideals out there that are fearless despite you might have that, fear hormone, that cortisol, of judgment of failure. What's failure? It's your YouTube, it's your content, it is your community that you're growing, which in essence, I'm gonna tell you this. Over my going on, say, 28 years, and I have 2 more years within the federal government, depending on how our current administration decides on what they're going to do. But I'm safely say this: I have been able to share both military as well as civilian with federal governments and develop friendships and relationships with men and women that I have had an opportunity both to work with, become good friends with. Even my one friend that's still in the state of Washington, birthday just passed on the 22nd, which was me and my wife's anniversary of February. And I remember him helping me get my first home when I lived in the state of Washington. You know, building relationship with people when we moved to San Diego and now here in Georgia and developing those relationships. What it is, you have that authentic ability to share dynamic situations that have happened in your life. You know, mentoring a young person as an administrative officer, 28 years, I've had the great pleasure and a tremendous honor, to mentor other, both seasoned as well as new administrative officers coming in. I've been given that honor by other people in higher leadership to ask me to present at conferences that we have. And it's just, I just admire that. I hope that when I have left the federal government, that the men and women that have come into my life of all walks of life, ethnicities and backgrounds and different things like that, that I feel that I've shared something with them. So that helps me. I see that with my mentor, Robin Sharma. If you get that book, The 5 a.m. Club, you will see that the different characters that are in that book, be it the spellbinder, be it the billionaire, be it the entrepreneur, be it the artist, as they're interacting with one another in this book, is being communicated to share what you've learned. And that's the greatest part about the way that Robin Sharma wrote this book. It is still, even from the first day that I listened to the audio to this very day, it is still riveting. It is still impactful on my life. And that's what I hope to do, with my YouTube channel, CEO369, or with me and my wife's business channel, Root Advice. She pours her heart and soul into Root Advice, and she shares authentically, about what she really hopes to get out of it. And I'm paraphrasing how she's saying it, that whatever it is that you're looking for, at the end, she hopes that that same thing is looking for you. I got to remember how she says it. But again, for myself, my three pillar foundation for CEO 369, which is honor, love, and respect. You got to have it for yourself before you can have it for anybody else. And what ends up happening is that you have the right to create and to share. That's the fascinating part about YouTube and what they have done. It helps you to grow. And the best part about it is that it's one thing that I want to talk about. I want to talk about that imposter syndrome, who you might be feeling by saying, "Who am I to create content?" or who are who you are not to be created. You can talk yourself out of it just as well as fake yourself out from even doing your YouTube channel for that fear. From the moment that I got my one subscriber, man, I was amazed. And now I think I'm up to like 117 subscriber. To me, that is just mind blowing. I am so grateful that I have this opportunity, which helps reminds me that I need to be able to talk to my viewers, talk to my audience, to my community with just the passion, and that word passion sometimes mean things can be painful when you be trying to, put shows together and talk about things, how you get your ideas going. Oftentimes when I'm meditating, if I'm driving to work, I call it a wake meditation, is that I actually discuss having my conscious mind and my subconscious mind. I ask it to do two things. I want it to activate together and I want it to sync. So if I give something to my subconscious mind to think on and have an idea with it, I want it to process it and be working on it. So when it does come up again, I have something that's solid, that is very impactful, that is helpful to me. to be able to do it in my professional life, in my personal life, here on my YouTube channel. Anything that I do, I'm always in that engaging fashion. I like to pull back, even when I pull back and I'm just relaxing. Sometimes I like to play poker, online. And if I'm playing poker online, man, Mr. Anderson be getting it in because, it's like anything. I'm very competitive in anything I do, whether sports, work, relaxing, hanging out with my wife, our children. I'm very competitive. Our 7 grandchildren, they're very important to me. So, I just want to remind you as as you're watching this, if you have anything you like to put into the comment, feel free to drop it in. Also, like and share. I want to be able to do YouTube. I always tell you guys I got about like 5 million videos that is in me that I want to put out on YouTube because I want to leave this kind of like legacy from the very first video that I did to like the very last one that I will be able to do. I want to share what my experience have been. 57 years old, soon to be 58, very proud of it. And I want to pour into people's lives. And I love having people share their videos with me and pour into my life. It helps me to grow because YouTube is so worldwide, man. The variety of people from different countries and continents and spaces and places that come together and hang out with one another is truly amazing. It is all about that unique perspective that deserves to be heard. That's another thing that comes from your right to create and to share. I like to encourage you, the viewer, to be proud of being part of the YouTube community. When you sometimes people just come on the YouTube and they just want to hang out and socialize. They may not have a YouTube channel, but it's just often just really great to have a conversation, you know, to be able to leave a comment to someone, you know, whose video may have impacted you. And that's what we're all I like to think that's what we're here. That's what this is all about. You know, strategies. I just want to really quickly, and because that's what I do. I'm my whole uh years from being in the military and being a civilian administrative officer in the federal government is all about strategies. That's what I think I have always done. Even growing up, I was always strategic, man. I had there's 4 of us. Had to be strategic about certain things, getting them cookies, getting that favorite popsicle, whatever the deal was. As I got older, learning how to make money, being ready for school, whether it was going to college, joining the military. I had to be strategic on how I was going to do those things. And the strategies for being bold and having impactful content, that right there. You know, Oftentimes the YouTube and a lot of these big creators, even small creators, they talk to you about having your own niche, whatever it is that you do. I've always shared with you my love and desire as I transition from working in the government is to be ready to transition into consulting and coaching. I also love day trading. So also being a student in that. Also, me and my wife, we have our own business. I love doing that, having a small business because of the benefits that we receive from having our own business. But the number one thing that I've learned that I found very good. It's almost like having amplifiers. When you join YouTube and you get a YouTube channel, you have to be consistent. That showing up, even when it's hard, that sometimes that I'm even getting it. I have always loved one behind the other, one behind, but with so much that's going on with the scope of work and family and things like that, eh, I probably will get within a week, no less than 4 videos, if not 5 or 6. I'm trying to be consistent in that. I also like to engage with my audience. Every time you guys leave me a comment, I like to respond to it. I like it. I like to go check your stuff out, show you how much I appreciate you guys sharing with me. That's the best part about it. And then for those of us who are not, you know, ready and have a lot or growing into this, you have to be willing to embrace fearlessness. you know, posting that video, experimenting, maybe going live, doing a short, you know, lengthening your video, things of that nature. Also refining as you go. There may be some things that you may want to change your setting. You may want to go outside. You may want to cleverly bring something or introduce something into yours in those areas that you're really passionate about. Once you find it, what's wrong with doing it? That's the beauty of YouTube. Is your channel. It's not just your channel, it's your content. It's what you're putting in that makes it. It's almost like when you feel pressure, is like they say, in order to get a diamond, diamonds have to have pressure applied to them. So when they're found, they just shine like, shine bright like a diamond. That's what, ain't that what Rihanna be saying? And so, I really want, as my call to action as I close out, I want to challenge you. You the viewer, you who are putting out your videos this week. I want you to create and post one piece of content that scares you, something bolder, something bigger, and more personal than ever before. This is what I'm getting ready to go into on Saturday, along with probably about 9 others. It's gonna, it's the 30-day challenge that's kicked off by Dr. Priscilla, Empowered Living. She has a challenge, and I joined in. I love the how she shares, she teaches, she helps you to grow in areas of doing restream. That's what I'm studying now, building my playlist. 5-hour playlists or restreams, and it's, I see people that know how to do that now so effectively. As I get ready, probably as I wrap up, Friday evening, that's what I'll be learning how to do, because I want to be ready to go. That's what I want to challenge you guys to do. That which you may have a fear of or may seem scared about, challenge yourself to do it. I invite you to comment, let me know what it is that you're going to be doing. you know put it in the comment. That would be awesome. I love to hear, because I really believe in you guys. And then, as we do close this out, here's my message to you. You are here to be bold, to be great, and to be fearless. The world is waiting. So go out and do that. Go out and create. And I did tell you guys in my last video, I believe, I was going to show you, I named him Banjo. My wife calls him, say female, I'm calling him male. Well, when we first put this guy in, this is a fiddle leaf plant. And when we first put Banjo in, I think it want to say it was this one right here, this stem right here. It had like 5 leaves on it. And as soon as it sat in there, 3 of those 5 leaves dropped off. It was down to just 2 leaves. And I was like, oh boy, I think this one's might not make it. But since that time, it has grown 3 leaves over here, 3 leaves over here, 3 leaves on this one right here, and there's 3 leaves up here. So it is almost tripled in the number of leaves that it did have. So I must say, I think our master bathroom is kind of like a sauna for the plants when they look weak. And I'm going to put him back up there. I'm going to leave it to my wife to determine when she wants to put Banjo back out in with the other, I want to say about 60 plus plants that we got in this house. But it's great. It's just, this is our environment. This is our tropical oasis, if you would. And my wife has turned the house that we bought into a beautiful home, and it's great. But as I want to close this out, as you guys always know, I am never going to close out my video without telling you my 3 pillars. If you love yourself, correction, if you honor yourself, you will be able to honor others. If you love yourself, you are definitely going to be able to honor, love others. And if you respect yourself, you will respect others. And as my mentor, Robin Sharma, always says, if you own your morning, you will elevate your life. Guys, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for inviting me onto your laptops, onto your phones, into your homes. You guys have a great rest of your day, your evening, We'll talk again soon. I got to bounce over to, I think it's Lashana's Success and catch her live. Have a good evening.